Hello, hello, hello. I live. Kinda, sorta. Oh, jeez. How's everyone doing today? Wow, that's bright. 1 second, let me turn that down. Turn that down a bit. There we go. Hey, everybody. I'm alive. Kinda, sorta. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna lie. Any normal day, if how I feel today was like just a normal stream day, I would have canceled stream. That is, for those wondering, there hasn't been any streams in a week, nor a video on the weekend. That was the most sick I've been in years. Like, this was like the most sick I've been in, I don't even know how long it's been. Because I've been sick this bad before, but it was like a day. Like I've had COVID twice, both of those weren't too bad. And then I've had gastro bugs a few times where it's like one day of really bad. But this was like the first time I was sick and something just like put me on my ass and I was out for a week. Like I was doing Buckley shots like a college girl who snuck into a bar. I was just like, hey look, I got an electric bike. I was gonna try and build this on the weekend. That didn't happen. Yeah, that was like the most sick I've been in years. And the worst part is the little guy had it too. Basically, if you saw the stream on Tuesday there, oh, I knocked something over. No, we're good. Normally, like, on the afternoon schedule, like my wife goes, picks up the little guy and brings him home. And usually they'll pop in and say hi. Just kind of poke their head in the garage and say hi during, while I'm streaming. And they didn't. So I'm like, oh. Well, the little guy woke up Tuesday and he was like, wasn't feeling great, but he was like, a little kid, right? They get the sniffles, whatever. Okay, you go to school. And he came home and he was sick. And I'm like, uh-oh. And then, so I finished the stream and I was like, okay, whatever. I woke up Wednesday and I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on some stuff for a video. And then I'm gonna try and do the Only Veg Yacht Club stream. And I didn't feel good. I woke up and it's like my chest, like right down the center of my chest was just like, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm getting what he has. I'll take it. I'll push off. I'll just take it easy on Wednesday, and then we'll get back to it. That was it. I was down after that. I had a fever of between 101 and 102. And this is like fever as told by the little kids, like rainbow thermometer or whatever, like shitty little cheap one we got for the little guy. So I had a fever on Friday and Saturday. Is it Friday and Saturday? Or Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I can't remember. I had 2 days of a fever. And then the day the fever broke, like massive nausea. So dry heaving until like 3 in the morning. That's always fun. And then just no energy since then. Even today, like again, if today was a normal day and I hadn't missed 2 streams already, I would have canceled stream today for like, I've got like no energy. It's that I've got brain fog hardcore right now. So if I just stop talking, it's because I forgot the word and I can't remember it right now. Like it's the brain fog thing is real after a cold like this. I was talking with the wife and I couldn't remember the word plan. Cause I was like, yeah, I was gonna clean the kitchen, but you got home from work early and that kind of interrupted my whole, plan. Like That's so we'll see how it goes. Oh, see how it goes. Mike gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Lee Smith gifted 5 community memberships. Mike, earlier before the stream started, gifted 5 community memberships as well. Whew. Yeah, I'm over it now. Like, I don't have the fever anymore or anything, but the problem is I've got like that congealed mass of like phlegm stuck in my like throat and my like lungs that I'm just hacking up. And I've been coughing, and dry heaving for a whole day doesn't help. So my entire like throat, esophagus, wind tunnel, whatever, is all like just raw. So like coughing hurts, swallowing hurts, coughs just hurt. I've got like it's like cramps from coughing, put it that way. And guess what? I talk for a living on YouTube. So today's gonna be fun. We'll see how far we get. We'll see how far we get. But this is the downside. For those that are like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. YouTubing's great. I can be my own boss. That's great. Until the moment you go, I'm sick. I don't make money. The downside with being a live streamer, if you don't stream, you don't get paid. So yeah. So we're streaming today because I kind of have to. Somebody should be in bed. I've been like out. I honestly, like, I haven't left the house in a week. I haven't left the house in a week. The furthest I've been from the house, Sunday night, I went out to go get Little Caesars pizza. My appetite finally came back Sunday night, and I went out and got 2 Little Caesars hot and ready pizzas. Disgusting things. Horrible for you. And I destroyed them. Like, my appetite finally came back, and I'm just like, I want carbs, I want fat, and I want cheese. And so I just got 2 hot and readies. Now, granted, I didn't eat them all. That was dinner for the family and then lunch for the wife for the next day and whatnot. But like, ugh. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's been, is that where the, no, the heaves were Saturday night. Not as good, but it's cheap. You are correct. There is nothing wrong with cheap pizza. There is nothing wrong with cheap pizza. Sometimes cheap pizza is what you need. Yeah, it's hot and ready, not good and ready. Okay, so what are we doing today? We are going to continue on with the box turtle. Oh my god, the brain fog is real. I tried playing some video games the other night just to like take my mind off of it, and I like zoned out in a menu screen. It was bad. Little Caesars is good if you get it either. The trick with Little Caesars is you gotta have a dipping sauce. I like spicy mustard barbecue sauces. Like if you know a Gilligan sauce, like stuff like that. So cheap pizza with a good dipping sauce and like a fresh Coke. I'm good. Also, Little Caesars has the crazy bread. Also, the guy who started Little Caesar, total boss, by the way. Great dude. So look it up. Who just did a video on it? Well, Fat Electrician just did a video on the guy who founded Little Caesars. Total boss of a dude. Pizza is like sex. Even when it's bad, it's good. I'll give you that. Okay. Spoiled. Well, okay, so for those that don't know, I live in the Windsor, Ontario area. If you've ever been to the Windsor, Ontario area, we have our own style of pizza here. It's called Windsor pizza. I will argue that shit is the bomb. it's a very, very good style of pizza. It's like people in Detroit have Detroit style pizza, right? Yeah, everyone has their like specific pizza. Papa John's guy is crazy though. Okay. What do we do? Oh yeah, we're building. Also, I want to give a shout out to E3D. E3D sent me some goodies, some Diamondback nozzles for the Core One. So I got a Diamondback here. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put it in before I forget. I'm gonna turn the picture off. How do I can't reach behind it to turn it off. There we go. Okay, now it's off. Okay, so we'll start the stream by putting a Diamondback in this. How do I do this? Okay, so how do I... You know what's funny? I've never actually taken the cover off this. How do you undo that thing on the Core One? How do you undo that part on the Core One? Let's do the Core One. Let's swap the nozzle on the Core One, and then we'll get going. Yes, today's a build stream. It's totally gonna be meandering because I'm in like... I was just going to do a print and chill, but I'm like, literally, we're doing a box turtle build because I had it already set up. Do you do sub for 32 months? That's crazy. You spent 160. Julian, it's $2 a month to be a member. It's $2 a month to be a member. So 32 months times 2 is 64. Also, if you think about it, I give you 9 hours of content a week, usually. $2 a month for 9 hours a week of content? That is a bargain. That is, you will never find sales like that elsewhere. Okay, how do I undo this? Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to unhook. Do I gotta unscrew it? Do I gotta unscrew that? Or, oh, do I have to unscrew it? I was hoping I didn't have to unscrew it. I mean, I'll just do it this way. Take the sock off. Undo you. Undo you. Let me grab my nozzle wrench. S. Marshall, $20 for the sick fund. Cheers and appreciate it. E3D replied to your reply to me. Twitter sounded like they offered to bring more DBs to Detroit. That's cool. I'm looking forward to Detroit. I'll be honest, right now I'm not planning to do a lot of trips in the US over the next little bit for obvious reasons. But I will be going to Detroit for Rapid in April, and I'm looking forward to that. Rapid's always a good go. If you are in the Detroit area in April, come to Rapid. You can get in for free. All you basically have to do is find the link on like LDO's page. Because if you have a booth at a trade show like these, usually you get like a code you can give to people for like free invites. So come hang out. It's cool. It's definitely different than a Rep Rap Fest because it's an actual proper like industry trade show. But it will be a good time. It will be a good time. Started your 2.4 and I'm used to Clipper making printers. Any good tips? Learn as you go. And I'm used to, like, honestly, any good tips? Read the manual first. Get all your printed parts, put them in a pile. Go through the manual. As you go through the manual, grab each printed part and then put it into another pile. This does two things. One, make sure you have all the printed parts. You know what all the parts look like. You don't pull a me and get halfway through the build and forget you didn't print something. And two, as you go through it, put the heat sets in. Saves you a bunch of time. What's happening with my wife's work? So I'm not going to tell you where my wife works, but I'll just say she works in manufacturing for a company in Canada that primarily supplies to the US. Right now, it looks like she might be okay, but we'll see. I have friends that have already been told they're probably going to be laid off in a week. So Fun times. Fun times. So we are putting a E3D Diamondback in the core one here. So I'm looking forward to this. So what we're gonna do is, after I get this in here, by the way, I love the fact that I don't have to like heat tighten these nozzles anymore. I'm so happy we've gone to, like, yes, I know they're all proprietary. Revos are different than extruders and whatnot. But I am so happy we're past the point of having to heat tighten nozzles. Like, no more oozing issues and whatnot. Like, I'm so happy we're past all that. I'm actually kind of... I like the integrated whole setup that we use now for nozzles, where you don't have to worry about heat creep, or correction, you don't have to worry about oozing or any of that stuff. It's just one solid thingamabobber. Okay. There we go. That is that. Now I can turn this back on. I can find the switch. There we go. And I'm gonna load it with some carbon fiber something, and we're gonna print something. Now you want pizza? I want pizza too. Everyone wants pizza. Okay, so let's grab you. So should we, I need to print something. What, oh, that's the Prusa making noises. I forgot the Prusa makes noises. I am still floaty. I feel so floaty right now. I am so floaty right now. This is so weird. Okay, do you guys want to do PC blend carbon fiber, or let's do PC blend carbon fiber. Why not? PC blend carbon fiber. What should I print with this? What should I print with this? I need to print something. Ooh. I can't do pew-pews. I live in Canada. Although with the current socioeconomic times, it might not be a bad idea. But anyways, where is the start of this? Right here. Okay. So on the bright side, I shouldn't have to worry about humidity too much. It's actually like 20% humidity in my garage right now. So I shouldn't have to worry about humidity. Okay. But I've never actually done PCCF. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever actually printed PCCF. So this will be interesting. So what's a good, like, test to try with this? What's a good test? It's not a blend, I don't think. It's just straight up. Well, it's Prusa. So it's PC blend carbon fiber black. Like that's all I know. PC. Spare parts for the core one? I shouldn't have to. Glad to see I feel a bit better. I wish I felt betterer than I do right now, but I will take what I can get, I'll be honest. I'll take what I can get right now. That's why today's stream is just going to be a little bit of whatever happens, happens. So PC blend CF. I need something to print. What should we print? Let's see. Anyone have any suggestions in the Discord? Nobody's posted anything there. One second here. Okay. Tools. Well, I don't want to use like a cube. There's no point in printing a cube because a cube doesn't tell you anything. 3D models, what's on printables? What's currently like popular? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this guy. Let's do this. Fidget clicker. Download. I just want to print one thing in the PCC. I have to see how it fares. Downloads. There we go. Slice now. Close the door on this. Are you still? Oh, you're still purging. Okay. Ah. Whew. I am getting winded from talking. That's not good. Like, I know the whole long COVID thing is a thing. I don't think I got COVID. Namely for the fact that I just don't think I got COVID. Because COVID didn't affect me as bad as this did. I think I just got the flu. Ooh, wow, that is carbon fibery. You can feel it. Yes, that's correct color. Okay, so close that. So I'm pretty sure I didn't get COVID this time. I've had it twice already. I'm pretty sure I just got the flu. All my COVID tests are expired, so I didn't bother. Oh, this is nice. It gives you a little pop-up going, hey, by the way, make sure you got an abrasive nozzle in there. It's like, yep, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. I got a diamond back. Actually, I got to put the sticker on here. I got to put the diamond. Where are we going to put the Diamondback sticker? Should I put it up here? Should I put it here? Should I put it here? Or should I put it here? Where should I put the Diamondback sticker? Where should I put the Diamondback? Top right, upper left-hand corner, lower right, bottom left. I love how everyone's giving different things. You know what? We'll do top right. We'll do top right. Do top right. Do right. Oh, geez. Right there. There we go. That was a horrible idea. That was a horrible idea because it's a clear sticker. The sticker is clear and I put it on something that's tinted, so it just looks like a black circle. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's get to work. That's enough yapping. Speaking of yapping, hey, you. Yes, you. You want to win some filament from Polymaker? Link in the video description. Every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. Enter for your chance to win. Do this now. Do I have to tell it I have a hardened nozzle in this machine now? Printers. Also, where do you tell it you have a hardened nozzle? Nozzle. It's like G-code's incompatible. I told it to go anyways. In the menu on the printer. Oh, I have to do it in the printer itself. Okay, tune. Max temperature, chamber fans, flow factor. Okay, well, we'll deal with it later. We'll do it later. So yeah, so we have the spool of filament from Polymaker to give away at the end of stream. Enter for your chance, link in the description. Also, do you want to win one of these? Box turtle kit? Because we're giving away a box turtle kit every build stream of the box turtle from LDO Motors. So that does have limitations for where you can enter. It's Canada, US, EU, and the UK only at this time. So enter for your chance, link in the video description, do that. While you're doing that, don't forget to like the smash button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or gifting memberships to others. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. I'm gonna try and make up for the missed stream last week, the missed member stream. Either maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know when I'll feel fine. But I'll try and make it up before I leave for China. Yeah, so we'll that will be in the future. Prusa Connect also has a setting as well, does it? I haven't actually looked into this. So we go in and we click that printer. Control, settings. Where would I... Hardened. There you go. The tool is set as hardened. Okay. That's what she said. Okay. So that's doing that. That's doing that. Let's build. Let's build. Why is the 0.2 structural profile so slow for a Core XY machine? Because it's a structural profile. Structural means you go slower. J&R 3D Creations. One thing that I don't think a lot of people realize, the faster you print, the worse your print is. Simple as that. Material properties of plastic. What you are basically taking a plastic, you are melting it and resolidifying it. There is an optimal rate to that. And if you go beyond that, you actually degrade your plastic. This is why, like, even like the Pantheon here, this machine has ball screws, 100 watts heaters. This thing moves at 1 meter a second. It prints PCCF at, or GFPC at 0.6 kilograms a day. And for CF PETG, it prints at like 1 kilogram a day. It can print faster than that, but if it prints at faster speeds, the print that comes out of here is not, you don't get the material properties that the plastic is rated for. So by printing it a little bit slower, you actually get stronger prints. That's why it's a structural profile, not a speed profile. Just an FYI, when building the respoolers, just use printed 30-tooth and 15-tooth gear. The 30-tooth are loose and the 15 gears mesh better. Okay. Yeah, like, that's one of those things, like, I swear speed benchies may have done more harm than good in terms of people's perception of 3D printers. Don't get me wrong, we have learned a lot of cool stuff about optimizing printers for speed because of speed benchies. But now everyone assumes printer go fast, betterer, and then their prints come out and they have shit layer adhesion and the prints fall apart. And they're like, why? And it's like, well, because you printed it stupidly fast. That's why Prusa changed it from like fast and slow or whatever it was before to structural and fast, so that people understood it's structural. You are getting better strength out of the parts printing at those speeds. What are you doing? Oh, you're heating the chamber. Okay. Okay. Where were we at? This is where we were at. Okay, so we have to put the motors on this, I believe. I am so floaty today. Holy shit. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the build goes. Okay, so where we left off, we had this built. I did go ahead and put in the skirts that were missing. So we got all those skirts. I love this color scheme, by the way. So now we have our 4 extruders, and then we got some motors we got to put in them. Some of the batch 2 gears were better. Okay. Well, we'll get to it when we get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. Don't be operating heavy machinery. Dude, I swapped out the CPU in my computer today, and that took time when it shouldn't have. Put it that way. So what do we need now? 2 M38s and an M3 washer. So the M3 washer goes at the top, and then 2 M38s. Okay. Hardware for wheels. M3 M3 8s. Now we just need the washers. Washers. Washers, washers, washers. Washers. Washers? 3/8. Magnets. Washers! Yay, washers. Whew. Well, we're gonna put this all in here, so you guys can all live in here. Okay. Jason! Everyone say hi, Jason. I'm assuming that's Jason on the LDO Motors account. We gotta talk, because I have the dates when I'll be in Shenzhen. So, you wanna know what's funny? People have been like, oh, you're going to China, aren't you afraid or whatever? And I'm like, honestly, I'm more worried about going to the States right now than going to China. China ain't doing trade wars with my country right now. I fly out on the 16th and I'm back on the 23rd, like a week and a day or something like that. Like, the only thing I'm worried about the trip is the fact that I have to go to the States first before going to the China. Because I'm flying out of Detroit, because it's just easier. Okay, so that goes there. I keep forgetting to grab my screwdriver from downstairs. Okay, where's this guy? But yeah, I'm looking forward to that trip. Although, the only thing I'm not looking forward to is the fact that I'm a picky eater. So it's going to be interesting. So we'll see. Which way should I have this? I love these instructions, by the way. Okay, so the wires go that way. Okay. Got in my shots. I'm fully up to date with all my shots, so I should be okay. I don't know, I got my visa. They didn't ask to check my shots for the visa. I got my Canadian flag pin, all that. Believe me, right now, I've got all my stuff. I'm good. I'm looking forward to trying McDonald's. I'll be honest. I'm actually looking forward to trying Chinese McDonald's. That's one of those. I'm one of those people. I like trying McDonald's in every country I go to because it's slightly different. You know, it's supposed to be the same. Okay, so I'm assuming that if this is that way, okay, so that just goes there. So I'll just put it there for now. Okay, so that's one. Let's do the rest. Can you get a beer at a Chinese McDonald's? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'll be honest, I don't really drink anymore. Get the Szechuan sauce. Almost completed your first forum build? Nice! Chinese McDonald's is better, bro, is the KFC. I've heard KFC in, like, Japan is really good. Because it's like, they somehow made it where, like, KFC is like the traditional, like, Christmas dinner over there or something like that. They did something. So. I forgot how to count. One more. Yeah, I've had the McDonald's poutine in Canada is like, it's literally cafeteria grade poutine. So for my fellow Canadians who had like poutine in like their grade school or their high school like cafeteria, it's that tier of poutine. It's nothing special. Gets the job done, but it's not really that good. But I've had worse. What are you doing? Oh, you're still heating up. The garage hasn't been that cold, but I turned the heater off because I wasn't out here for a while. So, Did I match the motor with the correct switch? What do you mean the motor with the correct switch? That's a good question. Shoot. I thought all these motors are the same. No, they are not. I'm a big dummy. Okay. I did not realize that. Okay, so this is, let's see if how many of these I got to redo. So you're 3. And you are, oh, 1 is right. You are 2. And you are 2. 2 are right. You are 4. You are 4. I have been doing it. Ah. 1 and 1. Whew. That hurt. Whew. Okay, we're good. The joys of working while you're sick. You know what? When I used to work at a tool shop, people would give me shit for, when I was sick, I wouldn't go to work. I was one of those people. I don't go to work when I'm sick. I don't. I'm sick. I'm not going to work. And I worked in a tool shop, right? So I'm like working 10-hour days surrounded by a bunch of people doing manual labor. I'm like, I'm not going to work. I'm sick. I'm like, you guys give me X amount of paid sick days, X amount of unpaid sick days, and then optional days. I'm taking them. F off. I'm sick. People that go to work when they're sick and they just sit there and they cough on you, and then they like their runny nose and they're like, oh, okay, so I need you to do this. Like, no, if you're sick, stay home. This whole like macho-ness of going to work when you're sick, no, don't. You just get everyone else sick, and then everyone's sick. There we go. Okay, so that is all of those. Okay. Drink. Yeah, you get sick days for a reason. Take them. I always found it weird when people were like, I never take sick days. Okay, so you come to work and get everyone else sick. Great. Okay. Woo. Oh, I gotta put the... Okay, ensure the backlash between the stepper is set appropriately. Secure that. Okay, so we gotta put the zip ties. What color are we gonna go with, guys? I've got a multitude of colors here. Blue? Okay, we'll go with blue. Somebody said blue. That was the first one I saw. We'll go with blue. We'll go with bleh. Like a string in here. There we go. Whew. Half the days I'm at work, the other guys work from home. That's part of having a small team. Yeah. Speaking of rack, when are the kits? I want to build the EDM machine. What's going on with those? I want to build an EDM machine. 6 weeks of full payment. You want to know the best thing? I did this once when I worked at the insurance place. I didn't try it when I worked at the shop because working at the shop would not fly. I got them to comp me a sick day while I was on vacation. So I was on like a week vacation and I was sick one of the days. So I got them to bank me a vacation day. I was like, I was sick. They're like, okay, and I'm like, okay, so take one of my vacation days, swap it for a sick day, and give me my vacation day back. And they're like, I'm like, do it. And they're like, okay. I'm like, it's vacation. I took a sick day on a vacation. It was great. Okay. Wow, they actually modeled the zip tie in this too. Like they actually modeled the zip tie. That's cool. Selected in severe in 6 because of data with our new customers, new power core will be V3 building. Okay, that's what I kind of figured. Like that's one of the things whenever I'm like, you know, talking with like startups or people working on new stuff, I'm like, they're working on stuff. I'm assuming they found something or whatever. It's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's always better to have what does Miyamoto say? What's the Miyamoto quote? I'm gonna look it up here. Miyamoto delay quote. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. So there you go. If you rush it out the door and it's shit, people will always know it's shit. But if it's delayed, people will just complain about it being delayed, and then if it comes out and it's good, well, then it's good. It just, well, it was delayed. Okay, yeah, but it's good. Jason, $50. Cheers and appreciate it. Happy Thursday, Tuesday, everyone. Wish everyone having nice adventures in China, and yes, for your McDonald's or KFC there, you'll be impressed. Okay, so I got to make a note of that. I got to make sure I try some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, I am following the orientation of the zip tie. Okay, just skip. It's trying to. I gotta change all my profiles. The default profiles for the Core 1 have it heating the chamber up to like 45 before printing. And the problem is with my garage, just because it's like got a cold to it, it takes a little longer. Like it gets to like 43 and then it like errors out because it took too long. So I just set it to 40 and it works. But the problem is I have to do that with like every profile. The Bamboo HD. Well, we don't even know what Bamboo's cooking on. And then like whatever it is just went up 20% in price. Like if you want to buy a box turtle kit, do it now before like tariffs kick in, because like tariffs come in. For those that don't know how tariffs work, the price is applied when it imports. So basically stock that's already in country is fine. But like when the next shipment comes in, that's when they get hit. So if you're gonna buy a box turtle, do it now. If it's in stock anywhere. All I know is, who here has seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off? So you know the part where Ben Stein's like, Bueller, and then he's like giving a class on something? He's actually, go watch the clip. He's giving a class on the, what is this, Smitty something? I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's basically a bunch of tariffs that the US government put in to try and like boost the economy to increase manufacturing at home. And it basically caused or made the Great Depression even worse. It's funny how history repeats itself. It's like, it didn't work the first time, so let's do it again. Whew. Dude, okay, so I'm not the biggest Trudeau fan. I don't feel I belong to any political party. I have beliefs across the spectrum. So usually what I do is whatever party has the stuff that most aligns with my current position, I'll vote for when it comes to an election. When it's not election time, it is what it is. There's no point in, you know. So I agree with him on some things. Other things I don't really agree on. I felt he has done kind of a disservice, because I'm a firm believer that if you try to champion for certain things, but you make things bad to a point where people want to get rid of you, you actually hurt the people you're trying to champion for. So I believe he could have done better in some regards. But like, He's handling this pretty well. I give him credit for that. He's handling this whole shit show pretty well. Crisis Trudeau is like, where have you been the past decade? Why didn't you talk like this the whole time? Also, I love the fact when he's just like, Donald, this is dumb. Donald, this is dumb. Like, doesn't even call him Mr. President or Trump or anything. Just, Donald, this is dumb. And I'm like, it's not career. Well, no. So for those that don't know, and I love all the Americans who don't understand how parliamentary politics works. He is stepping down as the head of the Liberal Party. So as of, I think this weekend, the party has their vote. He will no longer be the leader of the party, ergo he won't be Prime Minister of Canada. We don't directly vote for our Prime Minister. We vote for the party, and the party picks their leader, and the leader of the party in charge becomes Prime Minister. So that's just kind of how it works. It is what it is. Many countries have this type of system. It is what it is. Okay, friendly reminder, you need 4 extruders. Okay, yep, we're good. Okay, so that's that. Next section. Stop, sanity check. Check the fit of the MR148ZZ bearing in the 80mm shaft and use a drill to make it. Okay, we're gonna assume we're good there. You will need 4 respoolers in total to assemble your box turtle. You can build one at a time or all 4 at once. Well, we'll build them all at once. Okay. So we're gonna need these parts here and breakaway supports. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh man, building stuff when you're sick sucks. Okay. Hopefully I printed enough of these. I think I did. Okay, so we got this guy. Okay. The only downside with black parts is it's hard to make them out. Okay, so we got, so this one is that one. This one's that one. Two. That one. That one. That one. And that one. Okay, so those are those. And now I need this guy. Is it this guy? Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, ah. Yeah. 4. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there are supports I have to break away. Came off pretty good. Lubricate everything with boogers. No, I'm trying not to make this a biohazard issue. I don't know what's been going on, but there have been like big old passenger trains traveling down our road a lot lately, or down our train tracks, and normally they don't send passengers down our local, or correction, cargo down our passenger tracks. You just hear a rumble. It's like, by the way, these supports break off like, these are built-in supports, so they're part of the model, which, by the way, if you're ever designing stuff like this, and you design a part that does require supports, try to avoid designing with supports requirements, but if you have to, design the supports into the part. That way you never have to worry about like somebody forgetting to slice it with supports, or like, it just design it with supports built in. Makes it a lot easier. Okay. We've done that. Heat set time. Woo! Grab the iron. We must strike while the iron is hot. Ugh. How many we got to put in? So we got one in the bottom, one in the bottom. Where did this part come from? Okay, I gotta find this part. Okay, so. One. Oh. What do you mean nozzle cleaning failed? Oh. 1 second here. Retry. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And now I need my heat set. Whew. Was I off this last weekend? I have been down with a pretty severe case of the flu all week. I'm still sick. But basically after the stream on Tuesday, I started getting sick on Wednesday and I had a fever for a couple days and massive like nausea and lethargy and brain fog. I've been out of it. I'm still sick, but I gotta work. So. What printer? The plan is the box turtle. Hello. I need to get a haircut. Is gonna go on this guy. So this printer right here, we're gonna do some mods to it to put a tool head on it with a cutter. And then the box turtle is gonna live up here. So this is where the bamboo was. So I'm gonna put the box turtle here and it's gonna feed into this guy below it. That's the plan. So that way, if I do end up putting the lid on the box turtle, because I think there's a mod for a lid now, I'd have room for that there. So that's the plan. So it's gonna be the box turtle that's gonna feed the 300 V2. That's kind of the plan. So I'm hoping I feel better too. Although I will say, it's a good thing I'm sick now instead of in 2 weeks, because I'm traveling in 2 weeks. So it's a good thing I got sick now. That's all I'm gonna say. Because if I was like trying to travel international when sick is not fun. Okay. Putting heat sets in stuff that don't sit flat is never fun. Great cowboy smoker voice. I am not Marble Man. I am not. I did used to smoke. I smoked for a decade, but I quit that. I haven't had a cigarette in 7.5 years. Wow, has it been that long? Yeah, it has. Yeah, 7.5 years. Shit. But yeah, I used to smoke. Well, like my problem with smoking was like I started smoking when I joined the army because it was like, well, there's nothing else to do and everyone else smokes, so might as well. And then working in a tool shop and like an office job and whatnot after that didn't help either. So I was lucky. I was more it's break time to have a smoker instead of just like a pack a day smoker. So like, while I smoked, I didn't really smoke a lot, surprisingly. Like I was like 2 packs a week smoker. And I was lucky because I'm an uncoordinated, clumsy mofo. I never smoked when I drove because every time I tried, I'd always like, it never went well. So I never smoked when I drove. So when I quit, it was actually surprisingly easy. I just went cold turkey after a while. Although I will say, what was it? That stupid scene in the Orville? I've never actually watched the show, but I was watching one of the streamers I watched and was doing a Laughy Lose or a High Laughy Lose or something. And they played that clip in the Orville where like the 2 alien guys start smoking. And he's like, it feels like I've been standing my entire life and just sat down. And that hit me so hard. I was like, that is the most I've wanted to smoke in the 7 years I've gone without smoking. With literally just that one scene from the show. It's like, don't start, kids. Never start. And if you do, quit. Believe me, it's worth it. I've heard good things of the Orville. It's one of those shows that like I might binge watch it one day, like just kind of download it. Because apparently, from my understanding, like it's 3 seasons, but didn't they just like they're gonna make a 4th now? So I'm gonna wait. 500 cigarettes. Yeah, that scene. But from my understanding, it's like the first season's like kind of wonky, and then it gets like super serious by the end, and it's actually like really good. And it's like, oh shit. Like, it's one of those shows that has like no right being as good as it is kind of thing. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. It's like Severance. Like right now, me and the wifey are watching Freerun. We're on like episode 20, I want to say. So me and the wifey are watching Freerun. And I think after that, we're going to try watching Severance. Although Severance, I might wait until the show's over. But I've heard so many good things about it. And like the fact that they've like, yeah, we know how we're going to end it. I'm like, okay, I might actually get into it then. Cinema Quad 199, cheers and appreciate it. I tried to add 25% tariff. I don't think there are tariffs on YouTube donations, but I will say the Canadian dollar sucks right now. So for you Americans in the audience, if you want to flex your superior American dollar, it goes even further. Hooray for Google paying in American. Severance is mostly walking down corridors. I should probably make sure the print is actually printing well. 1 second here. All the heat sets. Okay, how's this coming along? Oh, it's coming along. Kind of weird. That's the thing. It's fine if a show is weird as long as it's done well. It's kind of like Lost. Lost started good, but then you realize that the show was only like surface level deep because they were just making shit up as they went along. And that I can't stand. That I can't deal with. It's like, no, shit or get off the pot. Make up your mind. What kind of show are you? I honestly can't wait for crypto to crash. I'm a firm believer every crypto is a pump and dump. And I'm just waiting for that to happen with Bitcoin. I am just waiting. I'm waiting for somebody who has one of those wallets with like 100,000 Bitcoin in it that nobody's touched in like since the early days to just dump it all. I'm waiting. I cannot wait for crypto to crash. Lost was good season 1, then well, that's the thing, like you realize the whole show was just making stuff up. It was just like just constantly, like, what's it called, a Skinner box or something, where it's like it's just constantly chasing MacGuffins. Every time you never actually get an answer to the mystery, they just keep adding mysteries, and it's like, no, give me some resolution, damn it. That was a conversion for Great British Pounds. Is it Great Britain Pounds or Great British Pounds? I like to think it's like the Great British Bake Off. It's the Great British Pound. It's like double. So like $1 Canadian is like, or what is it? 1 British pound is like $2 Canadian or something like that. That's the problem whenever I go. The last 2 times I went over to England there for Smurf, it's like, oh wow, everything's so cheap. And then I get home and realize like how much money I spent, and I'm like, oh shit, I keep forgetting that it's like double. Because you go into a pub and it's like, oh, $5 pint, that's cheap. No, it's not a $5 pint, it's a 5 quid pint. That's a $10 pint. The Great British 3D Printer Bake Off. Don't make me laugh. I'm gonna cough, and then it hurts when I cough. Okay. Oh, we got more. Okay. Okay. So these ones are those. Which ones are those? How many of these? Insert 4 as shown. Okay. 1, 2. How many of these do I need? Times 8. So there's 8 of these. Okay, so there's 8 of these, and each one gets 2. Okay. Blue Eye Samurai? No, I've never even heard of that. I'll be honest, I don't really watch a lot of TV. The only streaming service I have is Netflix and Crunchyroll. And Crunchyroll is like, I'll sub to it, binge watch a show, and then I'll cancel it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. And Prime. And the only reason I have Prime is because I buy so much shit on Amazon. It makes sense for me to have Prime. Also, I get the business discount on Prime, so. It's a good idea to put the shafts inside. Hold on 1 second. Ooh, okay. It's a good idea to put the shafts inside those and then do the heat set so you have something to run the heat set down to. Oh! Oh, those go deep. Okay. So let me find the shafts here. Where are you, shaft? Where are the shafts? Okay, okay. Ooh, 1 second here. Let me take a look in all these boxes. Where are the shafts? There are the shafts. Okay. Whew. If I fall over, just like give me a minute. Just somebody like give me a minute. Okay. So I'm assuming I don't need all of these. Ice Blade, watch your mouth. So I'm assuming it's just, wow, these are like press fit. Okay. So. Did I look over at the new bike at all? I opened up the box. I haven't put it together yet. Honestly, I was gonna try and do a stream on Sunday. I was gonna try and do a stream on Sunday because I haven't done a stream all last week except Tuesday, and I didn't do a video at all either. So I was gonna try and do a stream Sunday. I came out here. I started moving some stuff around to make some room to build the bike. I was just gonna do a short little stream where we built the bike. After about 5 minutes of moving stuff around, I ran out of energy and I couldn't even I had to go lie down. So, needless to say, the bike is still in the box. We will try and put together on a stream. I just don't know when. Cheers, Chris. Thanks for the 10. There we go. 1. These are really tight. Like, I think you want these to be tight, so that's good. Press fit. What bike? I got an electric bike. A company named Wind One sent me an electric bike, and I want to make a video on it where we put the bike together. We just try it out, just, you know, generic. I took it because it's like easy content kind of thing, and it's a free bike, and I need a bike, and I'm like, hey, an e-bike. I'll take an e-bike. So anyways, the plan is to put the bike together and then print a bunch of like accessories for it, essentially. That is tight. But there we go. So that's the plan, is basically, do you think I put some torque on this wrench at some point? Andrew Roger, $10 for the sorry my government sucks fund, $10. That was the funniest part of the Trudeau press conference today. He's like, yeah, we're probably gonna keep booing your national anthem and all this other shit, but just understand, we're not booing American citizens. We're booing your government's dumb practices. And everyone just kind of like, yeah. Like that's the thing, like when you see like Canadians booing the US national anthem, we're not booing Americans, we're booing the government. And you guys love hating the government, so you should be on our side when we're booing that, right? Do I have an arbor press around? I don't. I wish I did. It's one of those things that, like, you know, if my YouTube channel ever blows up and I can afford to actually rent a location and set up a proper tool shop, I'll get one. I have a vise that I can use in a pinch as a press. I was saying boo earns. And I've seen some stuff being floated around, like cancel all EVs on Chinese electric vehicles, or even just try and get like BYD to open a plant here or something like that. I'm like, I'd be down for that. That's actually one of the things I'm actually looking forward to when I go over to China next week or in 2 weeks. That's another thing that sucks. When I travel, I don't stream, or I usually don't stream. So the fact that I lost a week of revenue for being sick, like 2 weeks before I leave for a week, this is gonna suck. That's, for those that want to be YouTubers, that's something you got to think about. not like you have, you know, you don't have vacation pay when you're self-employed. We're all American. Honestly, you want to know the thing that angers me the most about all the current stuff? Is the government abandoning Ukraine. That's the shit that pisses me off. Like, that is, you know, that is the thing that I'm not going to talk about much on this stream, because otherwise profanities will fly and I'll probably piss people off. I might have to run a reamer through some of these. I personally think the whole thing was pre-planned, but that's just me. There we go. An AI version of myself when I'm... Well, no, because you actually can't do that on YouTube. When you upload a video on YouTube, you actually have to flag it if it uses AI generated content. So I can make a video about AI on my channel, and I've done that. Okay. We've done 2 already. They haven't done great, but I've done it. So I can do that, but I can't put out a video or stream that is AI generated. I have to flag it, and YouTube will monetize it all differently and whatnot. Because there's a big problem on YouTube where people are basically, it's very easy to get an AI bot to just write a script, and then you feed it into another AI bot that reads it, and you just put it over B-roll, and boom, you have a YouTube channel. Like, how many YouTube channels are just guy reading a Wikipedia article in front of, like, with a bunch of cool effects on the screen? Like, what's that one dude's name? What? Where is this dude? Where is that one YouTube guy who does documentary channels? What's that one guy who has like 20 different channels? That one guy, it's like Mega Inventions, or I can't remember. But there's like a dude, and he has like 5 or 6 or a dozen different channels, and it's just him talking about stuff. And I'm like, it's basically just reading a Wikipedia article with a bunch of like royalty-free B-roll. Bald English. Yeah, he's like a English guy. He kind of looks a little bit like Binging with Babish kind of thing. Yeah, I've blocked all his channels too. Simon Whistler. Is that the guy? Wait, no. Simon Whistler. Yeah, this guy. We good? Yeah. This guy. This guy. Like, I got nothing against the guy personally. But the dude has like 20 different YouTube channels. And they're all basically just, so they built this bridge, and during the building of the bridge, they found this, and this is how they built the bridge. It's like, dude, you're just reading a Wikipedia article. Like, obviously there is more work involved. Don't get me wrong. I'm not understating. I'm understating the amount of work involved. But I mean, like, that's the gravy train on YouTube right now, because long form content is making a comeback on YouTube. Because people are realizing you can't make money doing shorts, unless you're in like the top percent of a percent. So everyone's going back to long form, and it's like, all you do is you just yap, and you just hope that people leave it on the second monitor and fall asleep and let autoplay continue. Speaking of, make sure you leave my live streams on. But yeah, I blocked all his channels because they're all the same. It's just him yapping about something that I could pull up a Wikipedia article. Okay. Like, I have half a mind to start up a YouTube channel that's just me yapping, but okay. Whew. Okay, so now that, oh, we got a little helper block there too. Insert the ECAS fitting. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy. Ah. It's like I had a guy at work when I worked at the tool shop, and there was a kid, and he worked in one area, and he would always have, I was afternoon supervisor. He would always have his phone hooked up to a speaker, and he would blare this, he would watch these YouTube videos. Literally, they were green text stories. So all it was just an AI voice reading like YouTube comments or like 4chan green text threads. That's all it was. That was the whole channel. So I'm like, how do you watch that? He's like, I don't know, I find it interesting. I'm like, dude, there's no creativeness to this at all. You're literally just watching. I need to find this piece. What is that? Bone and mount helper. Oh, here it is. Like, that channel requires no work. You literally just took somebody else, they copy and pasted some text into an AI reader. Like, that's not, I don't like it. By the way, all these little tools, like, are so smart. Because, like, okay, I got to put ECASs in here, right? I got to put these little guys in here. Wondering, that's how it works. Okay, so let's see here. So, like, you have to push this into here, but it's going to be all funky to do it because it doesn't, you know, so they have these little printed jigs to, like, hold everything flat so you can snort. Although these ones I am gonna have to clean, I think. Yeah, these ones I may have to. I can't see. These tools were contributed by the community. Awesome. Well, I didn't know that. Like, they were part of the files I downloaded, so I didn't know that they were community created. But it's not that hard to do, by the way. All you have to do is basically, you could just do it in Windows 3D Builder using the subtract tool, and then just make sure your draft angles are good. So there's no like undercuts or anything. There we go. Make this a little bit easier on everyone. Get the clamps. Oh yeah, the SpaceX YouTube. It's horrible. All the AI bots. Get the clamps. Don't be afraid to take your time putting these fittings in, because if you break them, like, don't be afraid to take your time with when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just if you got to get a clamp and do it, get a clamp and do it. See? Easy peasy. And now it's in good. Oh. There we go. good, good. Boss, should I give him the clamps? And then don't forget, we do have the giveaway at the end of the stream. So if you haven't entered yet for your chance to win some polymaker filament, and we're also giving away a box turtle kit from LDO Motors. So if you want to enter for those, link in the video description, enter for your chance. Draw will be at the end of the stream. Right now we should be able to make the whole stream. So I don't think I'll die in the next hour. Although I'm probably going to cough in a minute here. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. But that will be at 5 p.m. EST, so roughly an hour from now. I printed all the turtle parts on the Prusa Core one. So everything for the turtle was printed on the Prusa Core one. Except for like a couple pieces were printed on the Mark IV. Just because it was free. I don't feel like waiting. Spool of honey. Oh, I've been doing Buckley shots all week. It tastes awful, but it works. There we go. And there we go. Take your time when building stuff like this. You don't need to rush. Don't need to rush. Okay. So what's next? So we've got that installed. And now, oh, that's a magnet. Okay, so magnet goes in there. Okay, install the magnets. Make sure they attract each other. If the magnet fit is loose, a drop of super glue can be used to hold them in. Okay. So they have to attract to each other. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. 1 second here. Just check my chats and whatnot. Make sure everything's good. Okay. 1 second, I'm just... Wait, does this go live today? Oh no, this goes live Friday. Can I talk about that yet? Oh no, I think I can talk about it. Freaking, not gonna lie, Gamer Subs is one of the most fun companies I've ever partnered with. So there's a Gamer Subs drop this Friday. It's actually weirdly fitting for my channel because, you know, I'm Canadian. I like my flannel. So enjoy their morning wood cup. Gamer Subs. One second here. I'll be honest, like, even like, you don't have to buy the cups with freaking waifus on them and whatnot, if that's not your thing. But I do actually drink their stuff. Like, it's not some, like, oh, you know, you promote it, but you don't know. I actually do drink their stuff. It's my, like, because I've been bad at drinking water And I used to drink a ton of pop. So it's kind of helped me move away from that. All right, so we got the magnets. So how does this work? So I'm gonna need, plus you save 10% with code Canuck. Link in the video description. So I need this part here. Where is that arm? One arm, two arm, three arm, four arm. Oh, I gotta clean these up. I got energy for weebs. I mean, it is what it is. At least it doesn't have lead in it like some other fuel for gamers. 130. Yeah, I've actually brought it up to them that they need, I wish they had like a sampler pack where like you can like, it would come with multiple flavors so you can actually try them all. Because you can get free samples. If you haven't got free samples, you can sign up and get free samples. I'm alive. I'm alive. Ugh. Woo! I'm alive. But yeah, you get free samples. Link in the description. Woo! Should consider another day off. Well, unfortunately, I do have a mortgage and this is my job. So occasionally I do have to work. Do I have a full set of lungs? I have a set of lungs and they're full of something right now. It's phlegm. That's like the worst part of when you come off of sickness is your body just like kicking out all the phlegm that's been just clogging up your lungs for the past week. I print some of the scares. Yeah, have loose. I printed whatever I was supposed to print. When it comes to the MJF gears, we'll figure it out when we get to them. If I need to print some, I mean, I got the Prusa Core 1 set up to print PCCF. So actually the print's done. How'd this turn out? Is that hot? Hot. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the freezer and let it cool for a minute. It's hot. Ow, that's a knife that fell on my foot. That shout. I opened the fridge and there was like a knife on top of the fridge that fell. And I did that. And when I did that, I leaned forward and then the magnet from the lav stuck to the fridge. And then when I leaned back, then pulled the magnet off. So my lav fell down my shirt. Ah. The knife did land on my hand and cut me. Ah. Okay. Magnets. What are we doing? Magnets. Okay. So they need to attract. Okay. So the easiest way to do that probably would be to put two magnets in here and then just stack them together. And then that way they'll attract. Okay. The two collapsed lungs. I've been lucky. I know people that have had their lungs collapse on them. One guy, like, I just woke up one morning and his lung collapsed on him just out of the blue. Like, that can happen? He's like, apparently, it sucks. But yeah. So, let's see how tight these are. Do I have to? Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. Let me get my tool for this. So when it comes to installing magnets, I find something that's really handy to have is just like a random bar stock of steel. Anything metal that's flat. That way you can stick the magnet to it and you can use it to push it into whatever. And that way you don't really have to worry about it. You know, you have a bit more control. Then it pops right out. Problem is, all the ones I have, I'll use this. There we go. Just use a tap. A little tap, tap, tap. Am I okay? Oh, I've had the flu all week. I missed 2 streams. I've had a fever for a couple days. I'm sick. I'm sick as shit. It sucks. Try to find one that's not covered in a bunch of crap. There we go. Which MMU is your favorite? Okay, so here's the thing. I personally believe, you want to know what my favorite is? Don't do an MMU. Do a tool changer. Tool changers are the best. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't care who you are, what you say. Tool changer is better than any single nozzle setup in terms of functionality. The only problem is they cost a lot. And they're complicated. And they're big and they're bulky. And not everyone needs a tool changer. So, how do we get around that? Well, you use a single nozzle setup with an MMU or an AMS system or whatever. Now, when it comes to which system is better, an AMS or an MMU, then you get a little picky. Personally, I'm of the opinion I like MMUs more than this style. This I refer to as like an AMS style. Buffered and unbuffered, or auto buffering or non-auto buffering. There's really no like proper name for these yet. I don't think we've, like, as a community, have settled on names. The reason I prefer the MMU style, the Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder, the Prusa MMU3, for example, you are not limited on spools. Your spool selection doesn't matter at all. As somebody who has 3 kilogram spools, 2 kilogram spools, 0.5 kilogram spools, all kinds of different manufacturer spools, yeah, it gets really annoying when half my shit doesn't fit in the box. It gets annoying quick. So, it's nice to have a system like the Prusa MMU3 where I feed my Mark IV downstairs that has an MMU3 on it. I just have a rep rack or a rep box above it that I could just throw spools in there and it feeds from it. Yeah, it's a bit more of a rat's nest with like wires or PTFE tubes and a separate buffer and whatnot. But in terms of functionality, I like that setup more. It's not as elegant a solution, it's not as clean a solution. And you do have the downside where it's a rat's nest with PTFE tubes and a separate buffer and everything. But I can just use any filament I have. I don't have to worry about spool compatibility. And for me, as somebody who has multiple different spools from multiple different manufacturers and whatnot, it's nice to not have to worry about it. It's nice that, you know, I can print that one thing with my 3 kilogram spool of ABS and then right next to it have that 0.25 millimeters or 0.25 kilogram spool of some random accent color that I'll never use. So I'm losing my voice. I am losing my voice. I'm losing my voice. Downside of talking for a living. There we go. Where I put all? Oh yeah, I put the magnets with the things. Okay. Well, that's the thing. That's the advantage you have with the box turtle. The box turtle, with this being open source, this is a kit. Okay. So with it being a kit, it has to come in a default configuration. Otherwise, there would be a million different kits for all the different configurations. So they went with four units of standard size filament, right? So it's 4 banks of 1 kilogram spools. But if you're okay with self-sourcing, or you're okay with modifying, like, you know, you bought the kit, but you bought bigger extrusion, you could make these wider. You could have an 8-unit one. You can have a 2-unit one. You could have, like, personally, if I had a big machine, like say I was one of those people that were gullible enough to buy an Orange Storm Giga, build one of these that's just 2 units, but takes 3 kilogram spools, and just use it for filament rollover. That's all. Like, the advantage of it being an open design is you can modify it to suit your needs. But something like the Creality CFS, the Bamboo AMS, you're going to be a lot more limited there, because you're kind of, you can mod some stuff. I've done, you know, my AMSs are modded with the Hydra mod, but you're still kind of stuck at the whims of what the manufacturer kind of told it can do, because you can't change the firmware on them. So I've seen the Pico MMU, but I haven't really looked into it too much. I know of it. Whew. How's the average watchers per stream? Seems to be, it depends what we're doing. Like, if I'm doing a build like this, it's usually anywhere from 300 to 500, sometimes a bit more. I honestly don't look at watchers. Like, if you want to be real, like, you want to know what my interface looks like right now when I'm watching a stream, this is how much I care about my stats, right? Am I going to leak anything private here? I don't think so. Like that. I don't even have, oh, actually it does. I've been streaming for 5 years, and I just realized it says concurrent viewers there. Because normally, like, I have to go over here and I have to scroll down, and there's that. I normally don't even look at my stats while I'm streaming. I'm like, is chat active? Are people having fun? Are we building shit? Yep. Okay, we're going good. Okay. 5 years. I know. It's actually, we're in March now. April 1st, this coming up April 1st, is 3 years of me doing full-time YouTube. Actually, March 1st, so the one that is when I took a month off work for stress leave. And I'm like, let's see if I can make YouTube a full-time thing happen. So I took a month off work, tried it out. I'm like, yeah, I can make this work. And then I quit. And then I think it's May 8th is 5 years of streaming. And I'm gonna start talking to some companies, and I'm gonna try and get a giveaway thing, kind of like a 5-year. Because I know we didn't do the New Year's Eve giveaway and chill stream this year. I want to try and do something a little different. Okay. Whew. I am losing my voice. One M310 and an MR63 bearing. MR63 bearing. So, okay. So M310, MR63 bearing. MR63. MR63 ZZ bearing. Whew. 2 or 3. Somebody had one at 3D Printopia last year. They had like a 2 or 3 unit box turtle on top of like a salad fork, I want to say. And I'm like, ah, that's pretty cool. So this screws into there with that. Okay. 2 months in dispute. The longest job I ever had continuously was, yeah, working at the mold shop. That was like almost 8 years, I want to say. Like, for those that don't know the lore, I never planned to be a YouTuber. It just kind of happened. Okay, so put the bearing in and put the screw through. Okay. So you're on there. And you are screwing a plastic here, so be careful and don't over screw it, or you will strip threads, and that's not good. And my current employer so far. Nice. Because this does need to be able to spin, so you can't have it too tight. Try not to mix these up because the magnets are all orientated. Don't want to drop you. There we go. Okay. And then this, we do M3/8 and MR63 again. Okay. So, good thing I put those bearings back in here. It's like, which bag is the M3/8? Oh, it's always the biggest bag of screws. Tiny bearings are tight. Yeah, they're just roller bearings for the filament, I think. Just so the filament has something smooth to roll on. And then it just goes right in there, so go there. And then, yeah, so that's just so the filament has something smooth to roll on between the two as it goes down that feed path, I guess. Okay. Simple, easy, not too complicated. Gotta just make sure it still rolls. dang it, I can feel a cough coming on again. Don't be playing with that, buddy. What is that? Is that for me? Okay, stay inside. Okay. Did I not mute? Oh, shoot. I don't think I muted that. Sorry. I thought I muted that. I apologize. Okay. Whew. Well, you just missed me hawking up a loogie, basically. Whew. Do I have any recommendations for resin printers? I have any cubic. I have right now a LDO Saturn 16K Ultra 4, whatever the hell the name is on them. Their naming schemes are... Honestly, resin printer naming schemes are getting almost as bad as monitors. But anyways, I like it. Actually, I think I have a print on there I got to take off. Yeah. I started a print, and then the print finished, and then I forgot it on there for like a week. Are you ready for the one thing that no resin printer person will ever tell you? They're all the flippin' same. All resin printers are the same. I honestly, I've had 4 or 5 over my years given to me by companies for like just doing reviews and shit. They all print the same. They're resin printers. Just get whatever one's cheap and in the size you want from a good brand and you'll be fine. Whew. Okay, so we've done that. Whew. Okay, and these are 2 M38s. Leave about 3.5 millimeters of space between the trigger body and the screw head. Oh. Okay. Okay, I might be ending the stream early. I think we're gonna end the stream at 4:30. I'm losing my voice pretty quick here. So you might want to enter for your chance to win some filament. Link in the video description because we're gonna be doing the giveaways in 10 minutes. We're calling it there. I think I've reached my... We lasted longer than I thought we were going to, put it that way. Ah. Being sick sucks. You don't know how good you have it until you get sick. And you're like, wow, remember when, you know, I was just not hurting and I could breathe? I miss those days. So it says leave them out like 3.5 millimeters. So I'm just gonna eyeball this shit. No, the trip is in 2 weeks. I had the flu last week. Why don't you want to go in there? Yeah, no, I haven't done my trip yet. That was just me being sick as shit last week. That's why I didn't stream. The flu sucks. I'm like, You know what the worst part is? I'm like, maybe I should start getting the flu shot, right? And I'm like, wait, no, that's for old people. And then I'm like, I'm 37 in 2 weeks. Fuck. I'm 37 in 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks or whatever. 2.5 weeks. 37. I know it's not that old, but it's like, I remember my parents being this age. Like, I remember being a kid and my parents being the age I am now. And I'm like, good God. And that's the trick. People are like, oh, one day you'll be an adult. It's like, no, you don't become an adult. You just are the same person. You're just older. It's like, okay, there we go. So we got these guys. You're the same person. You're just older. You don't become an adult. You're just the same person your entire life. It just, you become older. Okay. What is this? What is this? I'm not even gonna try this. I'm just gonna call it there. We're just gonna call it there. So we've got 2 plans here. Do you guys want to keep trucking through this and basically do every stream do this until we get it done? Or do you want to start building a tool changer on Friday? Because I have a ProForge 300 in a box. I'm thinking the ProForge on Friday. Because I need to get that out of the, where I have the box right now. Tool changer? Okay. We'll do the tool. Freezer. What about freezer? Oh yeah, it's the freezer, the part that we put in the freezer. Let me go grab it. Go grab it, because this is PCCF. It's a fidget toy. So the problem with PCCF, it's a little stiff for being a fidget toy, I'll be honest. Okay, then this one, it's got a spin. Gotta make it spin. All right, so this one isn't spinning. Wait, why am I bringing it up? I can bring this down. Zoom! Woo! So this is PCCF with the E3D Diamondback nozzle on the core 1. So carbon fiber, polycarbonate. This, though, I can't get it to spin. Let's see. What would be an easy way to get this spinning? Let's see. Woo! I'm exhausted. Holy heck. Okay, so you move there. Hammer time. Well, I don't think a hammer will work. The problem is it won't, like... Oh, it's starting to move. There we go. There we go. There we go. I got it going. Got it going. Now. Oh, it's going the wrong way. That's why. So you got a ratcheting toy. You got a switch. And you got another switch. But it's PCCF. So. And it's a little keychain toy too. I don't know. Can you hear the ratchet? What model is it? We just went on printables, 3D models. It's right here, Fidget clicker. That actually did print really nice, like in terms of print quality. Like, I mean, it's a filled filament. So that's the trick. You want to know the trick that YouTubers won't let you know? Another trick, I'm telling you. You print something in marble filament or carbon fiber filament, it makes any printer look good because it hides all the defects. So anytime somebody shows you off a printer and they're showing you prints on it that are carbon fiber filled or marble filaments, it hides defects. So you probably shouldn't be using those materials to print stuff to show off a printer's capabilities. That's actually a very nice. No, the tool changer we're going to build is a ProForge 300. It's in a box. It's a 3-head tool changer, which the plan is for that is to do a regular nozzle, a support nozzle, and then I want to do a big fat infill nozzle. So I want to start playing with that. So that's the plan for that machine, is I'm going to have a regular nozzle, an infill nozzle, and then a regular nozzle, support nozzle, so dissolvable supports or PETG and PLA and whatnot. And then I want to do like a 1mm nozzle for infill on it. That's what I want to do with that machine. Because the XL, I'm leaving the XL set up with all 0.4s. So, okay, we're going to do the giveaway in 2 minutes. So if you haven't entered yet for your chance to win some filament and a box turtle, link in the video description. While you're doing that, don't forget to check out the links in the description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. If you are interested in buying a box turtle kit for yourself, LDO doesn't sell directly, but I do have a link to all their resellers, so just find whatever one is in your area. And if it's in stock now and you're in the States, get it soon, because the next shipment will have tariffs, because... So, like, what is it? How much are bamboo machines now? Bamboo Lab. Do bamboo machines ship from the US for Americans, or are they still shipping them from... $1,200 for the X1C. Did that go up? $1,200 USD for the X1C. How much is the P1S? Okay, so $650 for the P1S. It's on sale. Remember, it's not like a straight one-to-one thing too. Something like this, where you're buying it directly from the seller and they're shipping it over, the tariffs would probably just be like a flat percentage. But stuff like shoes, for example, everyone along the distribution chain is going to want to bump up their percentages to make up for the losses of the previous person. And so certain things will actually be a lot more than like 10 or 25%. That's kind of the downside. So for example, when you buy, you know, so if you buy a P1S right now, when the C-can hits the port, Bamboo has to pay whatever the tariff is, or whoever's importing it. So Bamboo in this case, which would be you in this case, they pay the tariff on it. They pay the 25 or 10% or whatever the tariff percentage, and that goes to the US government. And then it moves on. But something like shoes, right? So shoes, or maple syrup from Canada. So the company that imports it, they slap their 25% because they got to pay the 25%. So now that $10 bottle of syrup is now $12.50. But then they need to make, the distributor needs to make their profit percentage. So when they sell it to the reseller, they bump it up another percent. And then the reseller goes, well, shit, I got to bump it up another percent. And then the guy putting it on the store shelves, because he runs the store that sells it, he's got to bump it up another percent. So it's not, you know, $12.50, it's like $16 by the time it gets to the store shelf for certain things. So that's, yeah, compounding. Okay, let's do this giveaway because I am losing my voice. We will do the filament giveaway first. Okay, close this, publish. No accepting responses. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I've lost my voice. I'm honestly surprised I managed to make it this long. I'm honestly surprised I managed to make it this long. File save, okay, and bubbles. Whew. Tequila's gonna go up 25%. Well, LCBO here in Ontario, they're pulling all American liquor off the shelf. Oh, we gotta wait for an update. So for those that don't know, here in Canada, it depends on the province, but like in Ontario, for example, if you want to buy liquor, you have to go to an LCBO or an LCBO affiliated store to buy liquor. You can buy beer and wine and whatnot at like corner stores and whatnot, but like liquor, you got to go to the LCBO, the Liquor Control Board of Ontario, which is actually really good because they are, as far as I'm aware, the largest single purchaser of liquor in the world in terms of like the amount they buy, because they are the liquor store for all of Ontario. And they also buy it and then they sell it to stores too. So like what restaurants and whatnot buy it through the LCBO. So they actually get very good prices on a lot of liquor because they're able to buy it in bulk. And the thing is though, the government can go, yeah, nah, dog, you ain't selling American liquor. So yeah, that's happening right now. Why aren't you running marbles? Come on, marbles. Start marbles. Yeah, no, what? Oh, 3 marks open. I know, because we're doing the giveaway right now for the polymaker. I've closed it at 4:30. You still have time to enter for the giveaway for the box turtle. Brain fog is real. Holy shit. Like, I thought that was a thing, like, during COVID, where people were like, oh, you know, you get brain fog after. And I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever. And then it's like, no, it does hit you pretty hard. How many we got? We got 418. Okay. Let's do enemy at the gates. That makes sense right now. 418 bots. So this is for a spool of polymaker filament. Hello from Spain. Gracias. Okay, so how this works. I hit the wrong button. If you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball and you are the lucky ball, you also get a free hat. Price cut, $19.92. If you win, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament from Polymaker. Good luck. Remember, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button and ring the bell, it speeds your ball up and greases it or something. I don't know, something. Oh, no. This should be me is in the lead. It's yours to lose, buddy. Oh, Frank's catching up. Oh, Frank's in the lead now. Wow, everyone's dying. Oh, wait, here, one second. Let me move me down here so you guys can see. Okay. Staples! You got this, Staples. I believe in you, Staples. Whew. No, you guys, you gotta stay on the track. Zwirble, where'd you go, Zwirble? Evelok, Uruku. Shrimp Father. Oh, it's the Shrimp Father. Nope, no, it's not the Shrimp Father. Oh, nope. Here we go, here we go. Here's the ending. Who's gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Edwin? Edwin? Edwin! Congratulations, Edwin. Let me pull you up here. Make sure I got your information. F. Edwin. Okay, congratulations, Edwin. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. Golf claps in chat. Okay. Main menu. So now, I'm going to close out the LDO giveaway now. So we'll do the LDO giveaway. I am fading fast here. I cannot believe how much this is hitting, how quickly. Okay, what is bloop? I'm not gonna play with that. I don't know what bloop is. Tilted? Bots. No, can't do tilted. Let's do a Royale. Bumper balls. Oh wait, nope, nope, cancel. I forgot to add the new names. Nope. Main menu. Yes, go back. Royale. Bumper balls. Add names. Okay, here we go. Clear, open. There we go. 700 or 475. Okay. Bots. 475. Play. Who's the Millennium Machine guy? He's the guy who's in charge of Millennium Machines. Okay, again, I'm gonna pick a lucky ball. If you win, you get a free hat along with your box turtle. This person right here. One solid cube. One solid cube. Good luck. This is a battle royale, so frame rate's gonna chug. Exclamation mark rock'em sock'em makes your ball have a bigger fist to punch other balls or something. Oh, ooh. Yo, we got Fortnite on here. We got some Fortnite going on here. Are we down? We're down under 300 people. Oh, oh. Turn that camera off. Don't forget. Whew. Ever tell you being sick sucks? Is it like being sick? It sucks. Oh, is it moving too? Is it like tilting? Oh, it's like tilting too. Or am I tilting? That might be tilting. Okay. We got 40 people left. Oop. Oop. Oh, it does tilt. Okay. So I wasn't being crazy and thinking. Okay, so it does tilt. Okay. Ooh, a barrel. Hey, I thought we set this no stock or no items or whatever. Final destination. Oh, we're down to 11.
10 situation.
Okay, that is the same announcer voice as the Halo one, isn't it? That's got to be the Halo voice. Oh, we got 4 left. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's down to 2. Stuart and Mr. Grinch. Who's gonna... Oh! Mr. Grinch. Congratulations, Mr. Grinch. Let me pull you up here. Mr. I can't type. Mr. Grinch. There you are. Okay. There you go. So you will get an email, Mr. Grinch, from Jason from LDO Motors. I'm going to forward your email to him. He will contact you. I don't want to know where you live, so he'll get all your information to ship you your box drill kit. So congratulations. Friday, I'm hoping to feel better, and we're hopefully going to be able to start the build of a tool changer, a ProForge 300. So that will be Friday. Yeah. We're gonna call it there. I'm gonna go pass out right now. I'm gonna go do some Buckleys. Do some shots of Buckleys, and I'm gonna go pass out. So missed ya. Honestly, it feels weird when I don't stream. Like this was like the longest I went without streaming, and I was home in like 3 years. Think about it. Every time I've missed the odd stream here and there for like sick or just schedule or whatever. And I've missed like a week before because I was like on vacation or traveling for an event or something. But like this was the first time I've only done 1 stream in a week, and I was home. It felt weird just being at home on a Saturday night. I don't know what to do on Saturday nights. Literally, Saturday night, I was just sitting, I was sick, so I obviously wasn't doing anything, but I'm like, is there a show I normally watch on Saturday nights? Is there a streamer I normally watch on Saturday nights? Like, I didn't know what to do on Saturday night when I wasn't streaming. It was weird. But yeah, I am feeling better. I'm over the hump. Like, I'm over the sickness. It's just the last, like, the brain fog and the lethargy and coughing up phlegm constantly. So we're gonna call it there. We'll continue with this build next week. Plan for the next little bit, just so you're in the loop. Friday, ProForge. Saturday night, hopefully gonna be working on this guy. So we'll do like a print and chill and faff about with this guy, because we got the power supply now. Next week, Tuesday will be a back on this guy. Friday will be probably next Friday will probably just be a print and chill, because next Friday will be the last stream I do before I head to China. And then in China, obviously, I probably won't be streaming. I'm gonna try and do a stream. If I can stream from China, I will. But I have no idea what the rules, like how VPNs work and all that. I haven't looked up any of this shit yet. I'm horrible. I haven't even packed yet. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, so I gotta figure out videos. I gotta figure out something to do while I'm gone, but we'll figure it out. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the stream. Shout out to LDO Motors for the kit that we give away that we are building. Again, they provide this kit free of charge on the condition I just build it. If you want to buy one of these yourself, links in the video description. Also, shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream. I'm gonna end it. We're just gonna end it. We're gonna end it. For those that donated to the channel, gifted memberships, others or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'll see you on Friday. Goodbye. I'm gonna go to bed. Bye.